I don't even have to have the plugin open. I could just be in any page that I want. I go to my arranger and just see what I have going on and engage it right here. I'm gonna hit the tape stop. All right, so today I'm gonna go over Fly Tape 2. This plugin, I've had it for a long time, and it took me a while to really understand how to use it with the way I make music. And I didn't understand it at first. I mean, it looks really cool, but I was trying to figure out like, all right, cool. I know I can push these buttons and have different effects. I just didn't really get it until I found the way to use it, at least for me. And once I figured this out on how I can implement it on the way I make music, it just blew me away. Now, it's weird to say this because I thought I'd never say this, but I think because of this plugin, I might retire my SP404 Mark II. And this is just crazy for me to say. I didn't think I would ever replace the 404 for a plugin. This Fly Tape 2 is probably going to be the one that did it for me. I love the 404. This is a whole different topic, but I'm not using it as much ever since this. Look, before we jump into it, I do want to say thank you for being here. I hope you guys enjoy the time we're about to spend. Do not forget, if you want to purchase anything, a new MPC, new microphone, cables, any audio related gear, I do have links to Sounds at the bottom of this video. It does help me out with a commission. If you want to purchase anything audio related, you can use some of my links. Let's get right into it. All right, so Fly Tape 2. This is the way I'm using Fly Tape 2. There's two ways you could use it. I'm using it right now on a sample track. This beat right here, I have a few tracks. I have my sample, bass, and drums pretty much. But right now, the way I've been using it is either on my master bus, where it's going to affect the whole entire mix. That's how I was using the SP404 Mark II. So this was just kind of like my master bus processing effects box. But now, right here on the MPC, having Fly Tape 2, I can put this on an individual track, or I can also put this on the master bus output track. I have 4 instances of plugins. Now, right here, I have it on this sample track. If I hit solo, now I have it on that sample track. If I open this up, there's a few effects. I'm not gonna go over all this. There's a bunch of videos that they go deep into detail. But if I hit play right here, I'm actually gonna solo this. We have this reverse. We have this speed. And then we have this warble right here. The lo-fi, break, and stutter. This is awesome, but I didn't get it because I was like, well, why do I want to have this plugin open just to trigger an effect? That's why I like the SP404, because when it comes down to time-based effects or stutter, I like to perform my effects. All right, cool. Well, how can I do that right here? Of course, we have cue links, and yes, we can customize these cue links to turn on and off certain effects. Once I tapped into that and I started setting up my cue links, that's when this plugin, little by little, started moving to the very top of my list when I'm choosing some type of plugin. You could open up this plugin and put it on a track and just use it as a warble, turn it on, hit hold. Cool. That's awesome. You can leave that on your sample track and call it a day. It is giving it a vinyl warble, and as a matter of fact, you could even go into lo-fi and add some lo-fi as well. Awesome. Now you could leave that right there, add some saturation. It sounds great. That was not something where I would have been like, yo, this plugin is awesome, worth every penny. Because yes, you can do some of these effects by going to your LFOs and putting a bunch of plugins and making it sound close to this. The reason why now this is my top plugin is because you have everything in one plug. And not only do you have everything in one plug, but if I'm treating this plugin as some type of performance, I can use these cue links to turn on and off all of these effects. I don't only have to use one or two for my master bus. I could use all of these effects and not have them on at the same time. I can choose when I can turn them on and when I can turn them off without even having to open up the plugin. I could be on my main page and start freaking these effects in real time, just the way I would on the SP404. It's very easy to do this. I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna hold down Q Link. I'm gonna go to Project 1. I'm gonna go to Q Link Edit. I just wanna make sure I don't have anything set to these Q links like this right here. I'm gonna turn that off, go to Q Link 2, and I'm gonna turn that off. Cool, so these are just blank Q links now, or actually it shows that there's also some other Q links right here that I can turn off. Bam, awesome. So I have a blank set of Q links right here with nothing programmed to these Q links. Now, in order for me to program something really fast, I just have to open up fly tape, whatever it is that I want to customize to those Q links. Say I want to use this reverse. So whenever I turn on one of these knobs, I can just reverse the effect. Easy. Just pull this down, bank over, and make sure you're on the Q link you want to customize. If I touch any of these Q links, see how this number switches corresponding to what Q link you're currently on. I'm gonna go to my first Q link. I'm gonna just hit learn, hit this reverse button. It learned that onto that Q link. Make sure you turn that off. And now if I hit play, got it onto that knob, so I can turn it on and off whenever I feel like it. All right, cool. I want to put warble in pad number 2. Just tap pad Q link number 2, hit learn, boom, put warble right there, turn that off, and now warble will turn on and off whenever I choose it. All right, so now this plugin started making sense to me, and I'm like, oh my goodness. All right, so now I can get more into detail on how I want this MPC to function for the way I want to perform my beats. Same thing with knob number 3, Q Link 3. Hit learn. I'm gonna put that on the lo-fi. Get out of learn, and now this is turning on and off the lo-fi setting. I can reverse it with lo-fi, turn that off, warble with lo-fi. And let's put the break on Q Link 4, hit learn, just hit break, get out of learn, and now this is going to give me a break. That is so cool. I absolutely love that. If I go to bank into the second bank of Q links, touch the first Q link up here, hit learn. I'm gonna hit speed, get out of learn, and now this is going to be my half step. That is awesome. Now, this plugin just started shining for me, and I'm like, all right, there is the way. This is the way I want to use it for me to be able to perform. If I hit play on my whole beat, I don't even have to have the plugin open. I could just be in any page that I want. I could go to my I could go to my arranger and just see what I have going on and engage it right here. I'm gonna hit the tape stop. Whoa. That's me using it on an actual sample track, which I actually like how that sounds, but you are not maxing out of your Q link. So let's say I want to put this on my master output, just the way I would with my SP404, running everything through this plugin. I just add a plugin right here. I'm gonna add a low-fly tape, open that up. This is now going to affect my entire mix. So anything I do right here will affect my drums, sample, and bass. What do I wanna do? Maybe I wanna add some stutter at the very top. Cool, I just dropped down this icon. I'm gonna start with these last two Q links, hit one of them, hit learn, hit that stutter, get out of learn, And now we have that affecting the whole entire mix. Cool, maybe I want to add lo-fi to the whole mix. That's cool. I'm gonna pull this down, hit the second Q link right here, hit learn, hit this lo-fi, get out of that. Now it's gonna turn on and off. It's just like the SP404. If I want to do 2 effects on 1 Q link, I can do that as well. Right here, I have reverse. Notice how it turns on and off. What if I want to reverse and add some saturation to the same function? I can do that as well. I just go to saturation. Cool, I want that right there. I'm going to hit learn on this one. There you go. Now it's going to do saturation and reverse at the same time. So customizing the Q links to use all of the effects whenever I want to turn them on and off, I don't need to be on that main page. I can be in the arranger. And if I want to record some of this stuff in real time, let's say I have my whole entire beat from start to finish, I can do that. I don't have to be banking through different pages and, oh my goodness, I need to be on the reverse right here. I need to be on saturation, right? You just need to know what you customize and just record it in real time. If I know, oh shoot, there's a drop that's about to come in, I can turn this on and off if I want to. I just go from read to write, and as soon as I hit play, I can start recording some of these functions right here. Get out of write, and now if I hit play, I got all this automation laid out. Now, with you seeing how I'm using it, I would probably now prefer doing this over the SP404 Mark II because I'm able to automate, I'm able to record these movements versus on the 404, I could just perform and show off a bit, but it's not me printing those movements to my actual beat. Versus right here, I am printing those movements to this beat, to the sequence or the arranger that I have right here. Now, do not forget, I'm using these Q links. If I hold down Q link, right now, Project 1 is where I customize everything you saw me do. If you stay on Project 1, you will no longer be able to use these Q links the way you were using it before. So you're gonna be like, hey, how come this is not working no more? Because it's on Q link 1. It's mirroring Q link or Project 1. If you wanna go back to the original Q link settings, just go into screen. Now, all these Q links are going to function the way they've always functioned. If you're like, all right, cool, it's time for me to perform or record some performing mixes with the Q links, just hold down Q link and go back to Project 1. And right here, you have everything you set up customized. If you want to go back, hold down Q link, go back to screen. Do not forget, if you guys want more information on the MPC, how to make beats, how to sequence, arrange a beat within the arranger, I do have a course that will take you from start to finish. I cover MPC 3.0 and I also cover MPC 2.0. So if you want extra help, if you want extra guidance, go ahead and sign up to the course. I hope you guys got something out of this. I'll catch you guys on our next video. Peace.